Welcome to the first episode of Stay Up Late with Nate. I'm your host, Nate O'Neill, and I'm broadcasting from Loyola University's Water Tower campus in Chicago, Illinois, 60611. My first guest is Witty Cindy Comedy, and following that will be Mary Connolly, but I want to get to something here. I'm in a female-dominated cohort here at Loyola, and entering the online dating scene, I wanted to get some of their input, make sure everything's good to go. And all of them had the exact same note. Please take out the line, like Alvin and the Chipmunks, I'm coming on stronger like never before. Recently, I really got into the show Westworld, and I thought to myself, what would happen if people came to a graduate student universe? Well, here's a little visualization of that.
Christine, we have a problem in Sector 15. We ran out of coffee.
Chapters 4 through 9, no problem. Chapters 4 through 9, no problem.
Send for Wendy. Do we have any more issues?
Well...
Renee, how many hours of sleep did you get last night?
3 hours, 54 minutes, 10 seconds.
So lifelike.
The referees. They're missing.
Oh, contraire. Are there any other issues I should be concerned about?
Is Jamie supposed to be like this?
That's the printer ran out of ink 10 minutes before the due date. On pace.
I want to create a candy called Psych and Ice, where it's like Mike and Ice, except you think you're getting green apple, you look at the back of the box, and it's really jalapeno. Psych. Reese's has a new candy coming out, a new dark chocolate Reese's. You know what they're gonna call it? Thai Reese's. Somebody asked me if I wanted to participate in a survey for the Alzheimer's Project. I thought for a moment. I said, yeah, that's a no-brainer. All these thoughts in my head, no, I cannot stop them.
I was working on a show in Hawaii, in Honolulu, and one of the headlining act was Tenacious D, who is a comedy duo. Maybe the most well-known and respected comedy duo, starring Jack Black. And I caught a second to talk with, not Jack. Jack was very occupied, but Kyle Gass was the other member of the band. He's kind of hanging out by himself, and I saw an opportunity to talk with him. And that seemed very fitting for me because in our kind of situation, I think Sean's a little more the Jack Black kind of guy. He's a little more the lead, where I'm kind of more of like playing the harmony and helping kind of organize the vibe. And so I walked up to Kyle and I just kind of said, like, hey, I'm in a duo also, and we really love you, and we're committed to it. And I basically said, well, what advice would you say if you were me, a young person getting into a musical comedy duo? Do originals. That's what's going to set you apart from the crowd. They said, tell the truth. Tell the truth. It's what sets you free. It's what resonates with all of us. And they said, thirdly, put on a fucking show. Well, what was our first performance? Was it at Beloved Nights at MCA?
We had a Sketch on the Rocks performance like a week or so before that, kind of just like, that was our very, that was kind of the official first. I don't know, because like, I had already, some of the songs I'd already been performing myself before Josh had jumped on. So it was almost like as far as like performing together, it's almost the act was kind of already there.
One thing we've kind of discovered in like playing different shows that involve other musical comedians in this city, which is actually a pretty strong scene. It's just hard for kind of people to organize sometimes in the artist community. One thing we've experienced is that, there's so many ways to tell a joke and so many ways to make somebody laugh. And it doesn't have to be a song or even words. It could just be people reacting to sounds. If done the right way.
Why am I so razor burnt? I tried after shave, but it doesn't work. How do I get rid of this hurt? In the least, show me how to get rid
to play the You Got a Bad radio on Pandora, that You Got a Bad Usher song. It was unique because it was my junior year, or my sophomore year, and my junior year, actually, both those years. Just the group of players that I got to play with and the way that we all like bonded over music. I received Big East Player of the Year my junior year in 2014, and that was something that I didn't expect because not that I didn't know that I played well, but I was just so wrapped up in the fact that like we were doing such a great job as a team. We were having so much fun playing, and I didn't even expect those things to come out of it. We had just won the Big East championship. We had won the conference outright. I can't really pinpoint like the best game of my career, but I think the most meaningful game of my career was my freshman year. I didn't start that game, and I was asked to come in and pitch hit in a tight-knit situation. And my first at bat of my career was a home run, a walk-off home run against UMKC. Coach K runs an awesome program here, super structured with great history, and they win. I think that coming from a program like the one that Coach Lunty runs, you learn to find that internal motivation, and I think that sometimes at a young age I remember struggling with that too, and I think that they look to me for some advice or some leadership in terms of finding that internal leadership or that internal motivation, and then also just making sure that they're kind of soaking up all the information. They're so good about asking questions and wanting to know, how did you do this, how did you do that, and I love to be able to offer that to them just based on experience or having played with a player that knew something about what they were asking and that kind of stuff. Just being a resource to them, I think that they really appreciate that.
I'd like to thank Sean Rickert and Josh Draper of Witty Cindy Comedy for being on the show, as well as Mary Connolly. And also, I thank you for watching this pilot. Have a good night.